Have you ever found yourself in a situation where someone completely misunderstood what you said because of a very small, minor pronunciation error? If your answer is yes, well, don't worry. It's pretty normal and it's way more common than you think. However, it could lead to some awkward moments. For example, when I was learning English, I was terrified of the word beach because I didn't want to mispronounce it and get something else and embarrass myself. And I just avoided saying that word, beach. I just avoided saying it because I wasn't sure what was gonna come out if I tried. And that really prevented me from making progress and really practicing, because you think beach was the only word? Nope. And that's just a very small example of how important pronunciation is, because let's be real, you're not doing it for other people. You're not doing it necessarily to impress. I mean, you could be, and that's completely fine, but you're doing it so that you can feel better. You can feel more confident and you can feel really good about your English and the way it sounds. And I cannot even begin to tell you the story of sheep versus ship, sink versus think. I mean, there are so many things, desert and dessert. And even out of the words that I mentioned, they are completely different. They mean different things, so you can see how easily something like this could lead to a misunderstanding. But don't worry, everyone makes these mistakes. Of course, nobody's perfect, and we just need to make sure we practice and we improve. And if you really want to, you can do it. So the first very common thing that students tend to struggle with is the TH sound. Well, more specifically, both of them, the TH sounds. Yes, there are two of them. One is voiceless and one is voiced. So the technique behind the sound is pretty straightforward, but the challenging part is that you really have to be aware of it, and you really have to do the steps every single time and really remember until you don't have to think about it anymore, because you just get used to it. But the journey itself is pretty hard because it's a little awkward. So for the TH sound, let's start with the voiceless one. They're the same in terms of what you need to do, but let's start with the voiceless one. So make sure the tip of your tongue is sticking out slightly, and it's between your teeth, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit, just like this. And then you just blow out air through the tongue, just like this. And if you just did it, congratulations, you mastered the voiceless TH sound. And for the voiced one, it's the same thing. You just add voice. Congratulations. As you can probably tell, the tip of your tongue being out is one of the key elements of the sound, and what makes it so unique, and what makes it different, and what makes it possible. Just do it. Don't think about it, because your tongue being out is not forever. You will, over time, figure out a way to make it smaller but still keep the same sound. But I'm just not going to teach you that, because with pronunciation work, with any pronunciation work, you want to aim for 200% first, because it's much easier to overdo it and then dial it back down. In this case, we're not overdoing it too much. It's still the same sound, and it sounds exactly how it needs to sound. You're just doing a very specific physical action that will help you remember what it is. Another pretty common issue is the R sound. And R in American English is pretty weird, because in American English, it's a sound that we pronounce every single time, for the most part. But this sound has no contact, which means your tongue will not touch anything inside of your mouth. What we do, we kind of curl it up a little bit, but it's still floating, and the tip of your tongue is not touching anything at all. That's the most important element of the sound. So you actually will your tongue kind of goes like this in a really weird way. Another little trick that can help you avoid contact is, if the R sound is the first sound of the word, you can actually cheat by rounding your lips. Red. It's very difficult to touch something with your tongue when you're in this position. It's very difficult. You really need to try hard. Now, I know that mastering these sounds could be challenging, especially without someone guiding you. You may not, have a trained ear yet, and you can't recognize when you're doing something right or when you're doing something wrong. And I have the solution to that. Of course, you are going to keep listening to a lot of English as much as possible so you can train your ear. But also there is Elsa. And Elsa is a great app that actually helps you improve your pronunciation with instant feedback. Elsa uses AI to assess your pronunciation and give you real-time feedback. It's like having a personal pronunciation coach in your pocket 24/7, whether you're practicing for a job interview or presentation or anything at all. This is a great tool to help you get the sounds right, or at least understand what your strengths and weaknesses are. And allow me to demonstrate how it works. Pronunciation.
Assignment.
Assignment. Ooh, it detected the sound that I mispronounced on purpose. My dog is barking. Charlie, shh. Let's do one more.
Information.
Okay. Information. Detected the problem sound right away.
Hey, you want to be partners for this project?
Amazing. Amazing. And then you can click on them and also see what's going on. This is R sound. Raise your tongue so that its sides touch your upper back teeth or gums. R.
Sure.
Sure. That's how they want me to say. Practice this word only.
Sure.
Sure. Ooh. Really? I would totally take you up on that. Thank you. Not doing too bad. Perfect. And now we're good. And this kind of feedback is very, very valuable, especially when you're trying to learn and make progress. So I see this as a really cool stress-free way to address any pronunciation problems that you may have. So you can download this app right now. Just scan this QR code that's on the screen right now. You can download Elsa for free and get 7 days of pro membership. And because Elsa was kind enough to sponsor this video, I also have a special link for you. And with my special link, you can get 85% off lifetime Elsa membership or 40% off 1 year membership. Check out all the links in the description box down below as well as in the pinned comment. All right, now let's do it together. I'm gonna say words and you repeat after me with everything that you now know. Ready? Let's do it. Think. Thoughts. Bath. Thursday. That. Though. Breathe. Great job. Moving on to R now. Red. Right. Right. Same pronunciation. Pretty wild, right? Rope. Now a little more difficult. Remember. Remember. Just keep in mind, whenever you're practicing pronunciation, you want to make sure you go as slowly as possible because you're trying to be mindful of your tongue positions or, lip shapes and all of that stuff. You want to make sure you really connect your mouth to your brain while you do it and really remember the sensation and what it feels like because that's the key to remembering it forever, like muscle memory. And pronunciation is just like riding a bike or being able to tie your shoelaces. You don't need constant practice in order to remember how to do it. And if you wear, Velcro shoes for a week, it doesn't mean you're gonna forget how to tie your shoelaces afterwards. And pronunciation is the same thing, but you just need to make sure you give yourself that chance to create these new habits. All right, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and you found it useful. And now you know these two sounds and you can continue practicing until next time we meet. But also check out Elsa, and Elsa can definitely help you and make sure you can consistently practice and get feedback real time. And all the links, once again, are down below in the description box. I'd love to hear from you. What pronunciation challenges are you facing right now? Leave a comment down below and I'll talk about it in the next video. All right, thank you so much. Bye.